Sometimes there comes a point in your friendships where you have to reevaluate them. Sit back from the motherfucker and look at it like, put your reading glasses on just in case you gotta read. You never know when you gotta read. But, put your reading glasses on and evaluate it. When I was 14, I had met one of my bestest friends in high school. He was a gay boy. And at the time, he really wasn't out the closet. But through his mannerisms and how he talked, I knew he was gay. So I clicked with him and was like, "You're gay." And he was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Dude, come on. You're gay. You're my sister, girl." At first, he was trying to deny it because we were at the age, you feel what I'm saying, where everybody wasn't comfortable as I was to be, to accept it. But when I kind of forced him, he was like, "Okay, girl, I am gay, so what?" So we clicked, and it was so much fun. We met in gym. We had gym first period of high school, and we would, we would watch the boys play sports, and we would be sitting on the bleachers doing nothing but watching. We call it bird watching dicks bounce. So we became friends. We would spend the night over each other's house, and talk on the phone all the time, and just all of that kind of great stuff. When my transition started to advance, it became like a rift between us. Very slowly, it creeped up. It wasn't because initially we're both faggots, flamboyant faggots. You feel what I'm saying? But now let me describe him. He's 6'4", 240 pounds. He's always been tall and big. He wears a size 16 shoe. Hands are huge. Everything about him, hairy legs, hairy stomach, hairy chest, hairy face, full beard. Everything is masculine all around. Nothing is fish at all. Except for his mannerisms. He's very soft and cunt. So, in the process of my transition and I'm advancing, it just put a rift between us. I didn't want to say it was jealousy. Like, I didn't want to say that because this was my friend, and I don't feel like his intentions were bad, and he always made it seem like I don't want to be a girl, and do your thing, and da-da-da-da, that's not me. He will always give that, but his actions will contradict that. Now, he always would call me by my girl name, of course, my name, my legal name. He would talk to me with female pronouns, girl, her, she, that kind of stuff. Me and his conversation would never have any issues like that, me and his. But when he is talking to other people about me who know me, that type of stuff is not as consistent. Like his mom, who has known me the whole time, who knows me, who knows I have transitioned, I have been over her house and spent the night and cooked and spent Thanksgiving, all that kind of stuff. She knows me. It's not a new person. When she asks who is that on the phone, like we're talking, she asked who is that on the phone, he'll say my old name. That's annoying. That pisses me off. That's not my name. And I'll be on the phone and I'll say, that's not my name. She knows my name. She knows who I am. So tell her my name. And he'll play it off. I know, but you know how mama is. And da-da-da-da. He'll play it off like, oh, you know how mama is. But when I come to your house, your mama call me by my name. Diamond. That's who she don't call me by my old name. She called me. So I do know how your mama is. Oh, she don't remember everything. Every time I come to her house, she calls me by my girl name with no issue. So why are you when she asked who's on the phone, why are you saying my old name? I don't understand it. So we would get into it and it would piss me off. Like, bitch, don't play no games. You know, I've been this for too long. I'm fucking, 30. Don't play no games with me. What? Bitch, what? No. So, because we've been friends for so long, all of his friends know me. All of my friends know him. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we all have connections that have been around and hanging out around each other. So, it's not like I'm a new person who they don't know. They know me. If I see his friend somewhere without him, I'm talking and chit-chatting with them. Just like I know them because we have hung out and we know. So, you can say my girl name and they know who you're talking about. So why are you specifically going out of your way as my friend for so long to call me by my old birth name? To me, it seems like you're being shady. So these incidents, among other incidents, I started to think that because of my transition, that he was jealous of me. And it wasn't just the name thing. It was other incidents. This video is getting too long anyway. It was other incidents that just triggered that kind of stuff through his conversation. But when I would say, do you have an issue with my transition? Like, are you jealous or something? At first, he used to say, well, Richard, I gotta be jealous of you. I don't want to be a girl. Da, 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 da. But that was when we were like 21, 24, all that kind of stuff. But when we got to like 28, 29, we started to have a conversation where he would admit it. Like, he would say, well, just a little bit. I feel like especially if we're talking about his failure in relationships, like, he likes straight dudes. Like, gay dudes he don't like to date. So, of course, that sounds like a tranny. And so when I would say stuff like, how you're a big ass man, how do you expect these straight dudes to get straight dudes if you're a big ass man? They're gay. And he was like, I just wish maybe if I was a girl, I would get what I want. So in that conversation, we would go to, well, then maybe you are. You feel what I'm saying? We would go to the, like, are you jealous of my transition? You get what I'm saying? Through the process of conversation. So he would admit it. He finally ended up admitting it. And not in like, I'm not admitting the jealousy, but admitting that he wished that he could have transitioned. He wished that he could have, he wished that he was more feminine to transition. So recently, an incident happened where he did the same thing on the phone with somebody else, and it just pissed me off, where I had to, like I said, sit back and look at the relationship. This doesn't look like it's going to change, and this is making me uncomfortable. And I have let my needs and desires in these type of situations be known. And the fact that you are saying fuck it and you're showing these type of frustrations, like it's making you uncomfortable to be appropriate to me, then what kind of friend are you in my life? So I don't need to talk to you no more. I hung up on him and didn't talk to him for like about a month. So anytime he would call, when I answer his calls. And at this point, I didn't feel like I was not going to be friends with him. I just didn't feel like dealing with it. I was still pissed off and I wanted to calm down. So I was working so much and just didn't have time to deal with me and his issue yet. So we have a mutual friend. Of course, like I said, we have a bunch of mutual friends. And he sends her on Facebook to hit me up to ask me what's going on. Why haven't I returned his calls or answered his calls? So to her, I say, tell him that when I feel like being called my old name or dealing with his frustrations with correcting people, then I will call him. But until I feel like dealing with that, I will be not calling him. So that's what I sent. That's what I told her. The girl he sent to me to ask what's up. So he gets a Facebook. And because he's not really an internet person, but he's getting into the internet thing. He gets a Facebook and he sends me a message on Facebook. And so his first message to me was, so this is how we acting? And I say, well, I don't know if you're playing pretend or you're acting. I'm serious as a heart attack. This is not a game for me. And he was like, I just feel like you're being petty. And I was like, and I don't feel like I'm being petty. I feel like I am telling you that you are disrespecting me. And the fact that you're not giving a fuck about disrespecting me lets me know that I don't need to deal with you. And he says, instead of dealing with that issue that I just said, he says, well, you could have let me know. You could have told me that on the phone. You could have picked up your phone and told me that. You didn't have to send that message through somebody else, which pissed me off. So this is when I'm cussing and going off. I say, motherfucker, first of all, don't come to me like I'm some motherfucking punk who can't say something to you because you know me and you've been knowing me. I'm a twirler just like you. So anything I got to say, I'll say it to you. Anything. So, only reason why I said it to her is because you sent the bitch to me to ask me. If I felt like I needed to say something to you, I would have came to you and said it. I didn't feel like talking to you, so I wasn't talking to your motherfucking ass. You sent the bitch to me to ask, so I gave her your answer. End of story. So he says, well, I think it shows, what he says, the fact that you making this situation bigger than what it is shows that we're not as mature as we think we are. Another thing that pissed me off. First of all, don't you ever come to me and talk about maturity when you still living with your mama. Living off her SSI. And you still don't got no job. You a dropout. You have not advanced since we were fucking 14 years old. Nothing. No advancement at all. So, don't come to me about immaturity. That's first of all. Second of all, the fact that you are making this smaller than what it is lets me know that you care less about my feelings and that my decision to end our friendship is the mature decision. So, have a blessed life and have a good day. And that was the end of us talking. I don't feel bad. I don't want to say I feel bad because I'm used to, I can cut people off with no teeth. But it pisses me off. It pisses me off that instead of saying, well, yeah, I'm going to do better. Well, I understand. That won't happen again. Or da-da-da-da-da. Now that I see that it's really a big deal to you, that won't happen anymore. Because what is it hurting you to respect my wishes? It's not hurting you at all. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if you're my friend. It's different when you a person on the street who don't want to respect my transition, who I don't know. I'm just not going to deal with you because you a person on the street. But you my friend and you don't want to respect it? No. And this is after we've been friends for years? No. I can't let that slide. I'm too old for that. I'm too old. I'm 30. It'd be different. I could deal with certain things when I was younger. At this point, I've been living my life for too damn long to be sitting here letting you disrespect me. That's just unacceptable. I'm not accepting it at all. So, since you're making this, you think this situation is petty, that lets me know that we should not be friends. So I sit back and reevaluate this friendship and say, deuces to your motherfucking ass. Good luck. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Sometimes you have to reevaluate your relationships with people and end them. Because if they're not working, they're not working. They're not working. Especially if they have no benefit for you. They have no benefit. And sometimes certain people you don't have to stop being friends with. You can just adjust how you deal with them. You feel what I'm saying? You just adjust it. I don't talk to you as much, or I just don't share with you my personal life. We just kiki. Hey. You can do that. Feed you with a long handle spoon. You're still cool. It's kind of borderline fake, but not really. That kind of stuff. Or, you know, just end it. Because it doesn't really matter anyway. Anyway, tell me what y'all think. I know this is a long video. Have a wonderful day. This is your girl Diamond. Thumbs up, comment, and share. Bye-bye.